Greetings and welcome back to some more F1 25 single player career mode, and welcome to the sandy dunes of Zandvoort. And that can only mean one thing: we are getting ready for round 15 of the Formula 1 World Championship, and it is of course for the Dutch Grand Prix. As you can see, we are still comfortably sitting in 5th in the Constructors' Championship, but in the Drivers' Championship we are now only leading Yuki Tsunoda by 1 point in 7th, so we do need to pick up the pace a little bit. Both of us had a good race last time out, as you can see, and of course, spoilers if you haven't seen the last episode, in Hungary. It was quite an exciting race actually. We started quite far down but ended up grabbing 6th place at the end with a good strategy call due to some changeable conditions. And speaking of changeable conditions, as you can see here, the forecast for the weekend: qualifying is set to be dry all the way through, but the race, much like in Hungary, we're going to be starting in the dry, and then it's going to be overcast, and then with a couple of laps to go, as it seems again, we're going to get some rain. So hopefully, if we have a poor qualifying, like we did last time, unfortunately, we can profit from it. But that remains to be seen. But we are going to get into things here, and we're going to get ready for qualifying for this Grand Prix. So here we go.
With partisan support that we rarely see anywhere else on the calendar, there is an incredible atmosphere at Zandvoort. We're setting the grid for the Dutch Grand Prix in qualifying.
And there you can see how the track twists and snakes itself through the sandy dunes as we are catching up to things with our race engineer. Oh, we have an electrical failure.
Right, I've got a little bit of an electrical problem at the moment. We're working on it, so don't worry. We're going to get you out there as soon as possible.
No problem. That gives us plenty of time to set up the car. So 3 minutes, roughly, before we can get out on track. A bit unfortunate, but that's not going to deter us. Carlos Sainz currently provisionally fastest, but hopefully... Oh, I do need to check one thing though, really quickly. Yeah, there we go. Just needed to check the tyre pressures. It all looks good.
Okay guys, everyone be aware, the car's ready to go.
Here we go. Ready to get going here in qualifying in front of the Orange Army. You can see them in front of us there. Heavy support for Max Verstappen as expected as we get out of the garage. And seems like we found a bit of a pocket here. No drivers in and around where we come out on the track, so that is good. We still have plenty of time to post not just one lap, but we can post a bank and then we see if we need to go again. But yeah, things are spicing up in both championships. Well, maybe just in the drivers for now. Yuki Tsunoda,
Right, we're right on the cusp
really
now. We've been pushed down to P11.
having a good set of races. He is on a back-to-back podium streak now, is the Japanese driver. The first podiums of his career. So good to see from him. But it does mean that he is breathing down our neck. So we are going to have to be cautious. But here we go. We are going to begin our first flying lap here at Zandvoort. Heading into turn 1. It's a late braking zone. You have to throw the car in. We get a bit of oversteer there. Not ideal. Whoa! Oh! Oi! Whew. That was...
Okay, you've got front wing damage. This will have a major impact on performance unless you box for a new one.
I for sure thought we were done.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I for sure thought that was it for our qualifying session. A little bit too eager on the throttle means that we snap the left side of the front wing clean off. But I genuinely thought it was going to be the whole front left wheel assembly that was going to come off there. But somehow we survive. That is crazy. But that does mean we're going to have to take a unwanted trip back to the pits and fix up the front wing, strap on a new set of tires, because this set is pretty shot. That is definitely the trickiest corner on this track. The turns 2 and 3 combination. Very difficult indeed. But luckily we escape with the car in mostly working condition. And we are all the way down to P20 now. That's unfortunate. But as I said, I genuinely did think we were going to take the whole front left tire assembly and pretty much all suspension clean off. That was really close. So we're going to have a little bit of a repair time. There we go. I'm going to strap on a new set of tires and then we go again.
Okay, engines fired up, we're set.
We should have enough time. It shouldn't be a problem. But let's see.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car. Okay guys, everyone be aware, the car's ready to go.
Ollie in P16 at the moment. Not really where we want him to be. Ideally we would want him inside the top 15. But such is life sometimes. That
and
things
we've been pushed
don't
down to
go according to
P20.
planned. That sounded very Australian. That was not the intention. But let's go again. Let's brush off that small mistake, and then we are ready to get going. Once again, we get a little bit of a tank slapper there, but we are ready to get going for our one and only attempt, hopefully, or second attempt, really. Let's see if we can take turn 1 better this time around. Was a little bit better, and now this corner here, we make it clean through there. It wasn't ideal, but it's better than not making it through. Now we're gonna blast the ERS, heading down towards this beautiful corner here. So far, so good. It feels like a good lap on the ERS once again. Just dipping a wheel in the gravel there. We're right on the limit. And now the run to the line through this banked corner. We're going to have more than enough. We're good enough for P3, which is decent. Really, really good.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Not bad, not bad. That usually boasts pretty well. And now we can relax, go back to the pits, and we know that there's no risk of us going out early.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
And definitely a track that I enjoy driving. This Zandvoort is very enjoyable to drive. Oh, I almost lost control of the wheel there. It is a very enjoyable circuit to drive, and it flows pretty nicely, I think. Oh, we almost take the front tire off there. That was so close. And we were way too fast into the pit lane. But we are safely through to the next part of qualifying. So no problems there at all. And hopefully we can have just as easy of a time in Q2 once we make it through. Hopefully Ollie can actually progress as well. But we're going to fast forward. Let's see what happens. There's going to be a bunch of drivers making it out towards the end here. There we go. Is our teammate amongst them? I think he might be. There we go. P3 in the first qualifying session. We are half a second off Charles Leclerc. And getting knocked out here in Q1 is Hulkenberg, our teammate Behrman, Stroll, Bortoleto and Lawson. So Stroll, disappointing performance here in qualifying. And that leaves Aston Martin with only 1 driver remaining. But here we go. Ready for the second part of qualifying, and those clouds look a little bit ominous, I think. What kind of weather are we looking at? It could potentially start raining.
Okay, engines fired up, we're set.
So let's get a quick lap in before we get caught out by the weather. That is definitely not something we have been experiencing this season in our career mode. We have not been caught out by the weather at any time. Well, there was that time in Austria though, now that I do think about it. Oh well. But yeah, those clouds look very ominous. It looks like we could have some rain maybe in Q3. You never know. But let's not worry about that just yet. Let's charge the car, get ready for Q3. And here we go. We are ready to go. And here we go. Hopefully our one and only attempt. Try and make it our one and only attempt into turn 1. Braking a little bit too early maybe. Taking a lot of speed through turn 2. Whoa, getting a tank slapper on the exit of turn 4 there. Very easy to do. Up through the hills. Or the dunes, whatever you want to call them. Outbraking ourselves a little bit there. We're pushing hard now. There's not as much grip in the track as there was in Q1. Here we go, George Russell on provisional fastest lap. Coming out of the final corner, we're going to have the short run to the line. Here we go. And we are fastest, even with a bit of a dodgy lap.
Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap.
It's still looking good. And at the moment, we are faster than everyone who has posted a lap time. I do think there's a Dutchman out there who wants to have a second opinion on that. But Lewis Hamilton beats him to it. But yeah, the car is really gripping up quite nicely. We're still running 107% AI, as we have done pretty much, I want to say, since... When did we increase it? I don't even remember when we increased the AI difficulty, but ever since we did
Less
it...
than 1 lap of fuel left now, the tank's pretty much empty.
And there goes Lando Norris. But yeah, we're running the same AI difficulty as we have pretty much for the entirety of the season. Oh my goodness, we get caught on the curb there. No reason
Your
at
front
all.
wing's damaged. Expects a lot of understeer unless we replace it.
Again, a bit of a dodgy moment there from myself. I do need to be a little bit more cautious on the in-lap. We survive a second scare in qualifying. That was not pleasant at all. And that is what can happen, especially on the last corner. If you get caught on the outside curve there, there's only one way, and it's into the wall. But we survive a very scary moment there. But it seems like we are also quite good on the lap times. We have the fastest first sector. We are a little bit down
Car repairs have set us
in the
back a
middle
little.
sector. And then in the final sector we are pretty much equal with the other drivers. But yeah, Norris, Verstappen and Hamilton all faster than us. Alonso with a faster lap time as well. Okay. Look at this. We might have some competition. But let's await and see. A couple of drivers making it out on track here for the final time in Q2. And we are safely through to the third part of qualifying. Once again, Antonelli not making it through to Q3. And he is together with Albon, Colapinto, Gasly and Hadjar getting knocked out here in the second part of qualifying. And Lando Norris with a surprisingly fast lap here. And he is about half a second quicker than myself. So, let's see what we can do. We are going to wait, because we only have one tyre set, unfortunately. Here in Q3. So we are just going to sit through. Let the others do their runs first. And then with 5 minutes to go, we're going to make our way out on track. So 5 minutes has gone past. Let's see what kind of lap times are we chasing. So Verstappen and Leclerc, at the moment the only two drivers who've dropped into the 1.8s. Let's see what we can do.
All clear the garage please, cars ready to leave.
We just need to do our best. We can't really do much more than that. And then we'll see what it brings us. And Verstappen now heading out on track. Is that Verstappen? I do wonder. Yeah, it is Verstappen. So no silly mistakes from myself. We don't have room or time for that. So we just need a clean lap and no problems. And at the moment, Alonso just in front of us in terms of lap times. He is last of the drivers who've actually posted a lap time. Hopefully we can displace, I want to say at least up till George Russell. I want to outqualify Russell at minimum. We've had the pace pretty much all season over him, so that shouldn't be any problems. But let's get ready to rumble, as they say. Here we go. One and only attempt in Q3 here at Zandvoort. Let's make it a good one. Into turn 1, we brake significantly later. Get a bit of a tank slapper there. Oh, I forgot to turn off the ERS. Might be the problem. We're gonna catch Sainz here. It's not too bad. That was probably the best we've taken turn 1 all session. Now we're going to catch some more traffic here. As long as it's not in a bad spot, it's fine. Russell lets us pass, no problems. Here we go. This feels fast. This feels really good, actually. Last corner, here we go. On the ERS quite aggressively. We might have been a little too early. Nah, it's fine. And we go P3.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
So P3 here in Q3. But other drivers are improving, I would imagine. Well, we need to get through here quickly. Not to hold up Carlos Sainz.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
But there we go, that is all she rode, as they say. Letting the other drivers past here. And that sector 1 was really good, especially turn 1. Felt really, really solid. So I am happy with that, regardless of how it finishes. Now we're just letting a bunch of drivers past here. Let's see, we're currently 3rd. I think maybe Hamilton and Piastri has what it takes to beat us. But that we will see. Yuki Tsunoda closing up to us. Carlos Sainz with an absolutely screamer. Oh, we are dropping lap times. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? We lost so many places on that last run. What on earth happened there? We went from 3rd all the way down to 8th. What kind of improvements did they find on that last run? That was insane. That was crazy. Oh well. There we go.
Goodbye for now then, but we are really just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
So we post a 109, not quite into the 108s. And yeah, as a result of that, both Carlos Sainz with an absolutely screaming qualifying here. He did a 1. It's so close as well. He's only beaten Norris by 1,000th of a second. So it is relatively close as well. All of these, what? So 4th all the way down to 7th is within a 10th of each other. That is crazy. And everyone except Fernando Alonso less than a second away from Max Verstappen, who grabs pole position on home turf. Wow. That was impressive. I mean, hats off to all of the other drivers for finding the improvement. And here we go. We get an overall boost. We are up to 73 in terms of overall rating. But that was quite a surprise towards the end there. So we're going to start 8th. But we did see this last time out in Hungary. There might be some penalties to apply because people are running some new components. But only one way to find out is to head into the race. 36 laps around Zandvoort is what we have in front of us. And judging by what kind of data we managed to grab in the free practice sessions, the hard tire looks like a very solid race tire, I can say. The tire degradation is quite low actually compared to the mediums. And our car especially seems to be functioning quite well on the hards. Lap times are kind of similar, so I would be favoring a hard compound tire. Not quite sure how far it can go, but I would definitely guess and say 15 laps. And then we'll have to see about the rain.
For years, the people of Zandvoort fondly recalled the Grand Prix they used to hold, and then came along Max Verstappen. Across Europe, the Orange Army sold seats and seats and seats, and now they have their own Grand Prix. It is time for race day in the Netherlands. A lap of this short 2.6 mile Zandvoort circuit then features 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with a 678-metre main straight into turn 1, aka Tarzan Corner, which with DRS open will be the best overtaking opportunity on the track.
Oh yeah.
So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like.
Let's see if there's any penalties that we need to have applied.
Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday and he'll start from pole position. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Lando Norris and Piastri, Tsunoda, Iceman, Russell and Fernando Alonso, Antonelli, Albon, Franco Colapinto and Gasly, Hadjar, Hulkenberg, Ollie Behrman and Lance Stroll, Bortoletto and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
All right, so no penalties.
Welcome to the commentary box and welcome to Naomi Schiff. I'm Alex Jakes. Naomi, this is going to be interesting. It feels like an obvious question, but I think everyone wants to know. At this stage, are you nervous or excited?
It certainly is a time leading up to the race where drivers feel quite nervous because that adrenaline is starting to build and it gets into your mind. So you've got to stay focused, try not to distract yourself too much. But I will say that it's once the formation lap starts, at least it was for me, that was a time where the nerves started to calm down and I got really honed in and focused on the start that was coming.
So.
Okay, Mark here. Let's get another points finish today. I just want to say good luck. We're all counting on you.
All right. Thank you, Mark. And as you can see, they are predicting a 2-stop strategy if everything goes according to plan. I'm going to edit this one a little bit here because I don't think the mediums can go quite this distance. I'd probably say around lap 10. If we then make this 16 laps, there we go. That should be possible. Maybe. Oh, can we push this one a little bit and then this one if we push that? That should be around when the rain starts to fall. Alright. I think this might be the play. Depending on how the medium tires wear, we might need to make an earlier pit stop. It is a little bit difficult to say. We're going to take one extra lap of fuel because I do suspect that we have a high fuel consumption here at Zandvoort. But I think this is the play. Let's go. Ooh, interesting. So everyone around us except Yuki Tsunoda, who is starting right in front of us, is on soft tires. But Yuki and myself have elected to go for the mediums. Interesting. So Mercedes and Aston Martin think they can make the soft compound tires work. That is an interesting strategy call. Surely those tires are going to wear out too quickly for them to be of any use past, I want to say, lap 7. Interesting. Very interesting. And Piastri as well on a set of softs. Wonder what Norris is on. If he's on softs as well. Can we actually see the tire wall here? That looks like a medium tire to me. I'm not quite sure. Look like yellow sidewalls on Norris's McLaren. So, strategy at play once again. I mean, we don't know how hard the rain is going to fall. So we're just going to have to guess. But we've been quite good in that department throughout this entire season. Last time out, that was the reason why we managed to get some good points. Hopefully that can also be the case here today. But here we go, ready to line up on the grid for the Dutch Grand Prix. The Grand Prix that technically is the closest to Denmark. So technically this is my home Grand Prix.
Superb parking.
So let's
there,
see what we can do.
Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
We need to be
Keep an eye on
careful.
the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Here we go. We are ready to get going here at Zandvoort. 5 red lights. And away we go. We get a much better start than Yuki Tsunoda. That was quite surprising. Heading into turn 1, we are on the outside of Oscar Piastri. But he does keep the position over us. Now we need to navigate these couple of corners here. A decent first couple of corners, not bad. Sainz losing a position to Norris. Now we just need to settle down. Be smart about it. But Sainz under pressure from Oscar Piastri. As we get a bit of a tank slapper there. So far, so good. But we seem to have some decent pace over the other drivers. We are running higher aerodynamics. So we might be slow in a straight line, but that was a similar case in Hungary. Here we go, Piastri going for the move on Sainz.
DRS now available.
Let's see if we can use that to our advantage. Maybe sneak through on whoever loses out. Here we go. Sainz strikes back on Piastri. But we need to be careful here not to lose parts of our front wing. This is good racing. Oh, the dirty air already playing its tricks. But we're keeping up. I mean, Sainz is holding us up, to be fair. So he has lost touch with Lando Norris in front. And now we have DRS to play with as well. Yuki Tsunoda behind us, looking threatening, I think is a polite way of putting it. And he is he is slowly but surely dropping Fernando Alonso behind him. So that is good. Whoa! Oh, we need to keep it out. Oh my days, how did we not get absolutely destroyed there? Oh my goodness. We kept it out of the wall, but how did we not get collected there? That was brilliant driving from all of the other drivers. A little bit too eager there on the ERS, unfortunately. And now this is a comeback drive in a half. Oh my days. That was scary. I forgot about the dirty air. Oi! And we touched the grass. Don't touch the wall. Oh. And we make a similar mistake once again. Ooh. And that was purely driver error there. That was just me being a little bit greedy. Whew. We've survived 2 big hits, or 2 big spins, I want to say. Should I rather say. But the tires are absolutely shot at this time. Whew. But at least we're still in the race. Now we just need to claw our way back 10 seconds to Lawson.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 12.3 seconds.
Oh yeah, the rear tires are really struggling with this. We might need to make an early pit stop. Or maybe we just take these tires, we settle down, we take these tires as far as they will go, and then we make the scheduled pit stop around lap 10, if we can take the mediums that far. Whoa, tires are really suffering right now. We might need to make an earlier pit stop. Oh no, it was going so well as well.
And gap to the car in front, 15.2 seconds.
What kind of tire temps are we running? Doesn't look like the tire temps are the problem. It's just the tire wear at this stage. Alright, we need to get to lap 10 at least. That way we can actually run the strategy I had in mind. So we just need to settle down. We need to do, well, what is usually very difficult, but just find our own pace. But we are closing up to Lawson, so that is good to see. Oh, we need to be a little bit early on the brakes there, ideally. But the fact that we are still in this Grand Prix is a miracle. With how things went, that is insane. Lawson on a set of hard tires, which is a better race tire, especially when...
Okay mate, we've got some clear track in front of us and let's make the best of it, so please make this next one a very fast lap. Tyres are degrading fast. We can change strategy if you want. Check your MFD for details.
In a moment, I'll check it. I do have a feeling we might...
Copy.
Yeah, we're switching, we're boxing earlier than expected. Boxing a little bit earlier, but that's also fine. Ooh. Losing the rear there on the curb. very dangerous.
Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it.
Thank you, Mark.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Yep. I mean, the tires are not going off as quickly as I thought they would. So I am quite surprised that they are holding up this good, relatively speaking. Considering that we absolutely destroyed them in the 2 spins that we did have. I think this is quite good then.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
I'll try not to be. But yeah, we are closing slowly up to Lawson.
We think we might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes.
Okay, good to know. That should be good for a hard tire to go to the rain period then. That shouldn't be a problem. Oh, almost losing the car again. Yeah, we are almost within 10 seconds of Lawson now. So lap times are okay. As I say that, we get a tank slapper. The tires are... I look forward to switching over to another harder compound in a couple of laps.
Box, we're coming in this lap. Understood. Stopping this lap.
Just confirming that we are boxing. And then we'll see what the other drivers decide to do when they are boxing. The curbs here, really difficult.
Box.
Yeah, don't worry, I am boxing. And Lawson's tires have started to become better. Oh, a couple of drivers are pitting as well now. So it's the right time. Now we just need to be careful on the pit entry. That we don't get a speeding penalty. Here we go.
Okay, let's go now. Come on.
Solid
Perfect
stop.
job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
We're not that far behind.
All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy.
We're not that far behind the other drivers now. Now we really start to work our way towards them. With a new set of tires, that should be no problem.
This is our true position. We're on the same strategy. They've pitted as well as us, so warm up your tyres and make the most of this stint. Ollie's in the pits. Ollie in the pits now.
Here we go. Behrman and the rest of the people into the pits. The tires are still a little bit cold. That is fine. We just need to keep working away. Bortoleto and Ollie coming out of the pits now.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 27.7 seconds.
8.8 seconds to Gabby at the moment. We just need to start working away at that gap.
The car ahead of you's just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound.
Thank you, Mark. We are reeling him in slowly but surely. We're doing a decent lap times at the moment, so this is good. And a couple of drivers into the pits, Hulkenberg and Hadjar. And they are out as well now. .3 seconds to Gabby now. We are really pushing it at the moment. We're not catching as quick as I had hoped. Hopefully, if we catch the rain at the right time, that is going to help us. We're down to 6.3 seconds now. We can almost see him out in front here. I do apologize for not saying so much, but right now it's just crunch time. Just working away on the lap times. Just focusing on that. It's 5.3 now, so we're catching about a second a lap, which is a decent amount of time to be gaining. Someone pitting, that is Lawson pitting. We're going to come out side by side with the... Oh! He's closing the door there. Crazy New Zealander. Absolutely insane defense there from Lawson. Now, do we have the pace to get past him? I'd obviously like to think so. But now it's a question about finding that pace and using it. Bit of oversteer there. He's on a set of mediums as well. Could be difficult. Zandvoort is a difficult track to overtake on. Let's see if we can get Lawson here into
The
turn
rain's a
1.
few lap outs yet, but it is coming, so be careful. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us. 5.2 seconds.
That is a dive bomb and a half. There we go. And we are past Liam Lawson. Good stuff. And Colapinto on softs in front of us. Interesting.
Okay, mate, the car behind is Lawson. We want to keep them behind, please. This is super critical for our strategy. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.6 seconds.
Not pulling away as I'd hoped from Lawson.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Here we go, let's see. What can he do? Oh, he's significantly faster than us in a straight
That wasn't
line.
quite what we needed, I'm afraid, but listen, don't worry about it. It's a long way to go, so let's just focus until the end.
Still good on fuel. So no problems there. Ooh, almost dipped the wheel into the grass there. Colapinto in front is stuck behind our teammate, who we are catching up to slowly but surely. Fastest lap from
And
Antonelli.
Antonelli's just set the fastest lap of the race.
Alright, Antonelli starting to show what he's made of. We are catching the pack in front slowly but surely. This is good stuff. Being a little bit more cautious right now because the tire wear. There you see the pack in front of us that we have been hunting pretty much ever since that first spin. And here goes Colapinto going for a move on our
Okay, here's
teammate.
the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.3 seconds.
And they are fighting, which you love to see.
Watch the conditions. We think there's rain coming pretty soon. Be careful. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Alright. Hopefully our teammate is not going to hold us up again like he did in Hungary. Not quite DRS distance yet, but we are close. Oh, and they're fighting in front. You love to see it. Absolutely lovely stuff. And now we are with the pack. That is trying to figure out who gets the honors of the wooden spoon, it seems. We're going to send it on our teammate here. Bit naughty maybe. Around the outside there of Ollie. That was naughty, but had to do it. And now we have rain. Now the question is how quickly the rain is going to start falling and how heavy it's going to be. Let's see. Oh, whoops.
The rain's going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
And these three needs to figure out who wants to finish in front, because I'm not sticking around here. Or almost have the drive there. If I had been on a softer compound, I probably would have gone for the move on Colapinto. This is insanity. Oh, I had to try it. Yeah, the dirty air is playing tricks now.
Be careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
No, I know. Don't worry, Mark. But we're not far away from it. Ooh. Yeah, we are definitely not far away from it. Let's see, what do these three... Whoa! What is Colapinto doing?
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Oh, that's annoying. I think it is time for... It's time for...
Okay, we can take you
a
this
pit
lap.
stop. We're going to change the front wing, because I'm not going to drive in the wet with this level of downforce. I think that might also be the reason why I slammed into the back of Colapinto. Couldn't slow down in time because of the rain. So we're going to try what we did in Hungary once again. I'm not opening the DRS. I'm not gambling on that. Alright, here we go. We'll slow down in time. Ooh! That was right on. There we go. Here we go. We're switching over to Intus. Might be a little bit early, but I am ready to gamble.
Okay, go, go, go! Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
Here we go.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Is it too early? This is around the conditions when we switched to intermediate tires in Hungary, and that paid off pretty well. Let's see, 25 seconds to Liam Lawson at the moment. Are we closing him down? That is the question. Oh, bunch of drivers pitting.
Right, Ollie's coming in for his stop.
So that front wing change might have ended up costing dearly because we switched at the correct time. But we have had a lap on these tyres now. And that could do us wonders. Saying that though. It has swapped over to another...
The car ahead of you's just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound.
Okay, that makes no sense. They've gone for another set of slicks. That is strange. We still have like so many laps to go.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.9 seconds.
And yeah, the tyres are not overheating. I think we're on the right tyre here. I think we might be on the correct tyre
here. Okay, the forecast suggests this rain's going to keep getting stronger for at least the next 15 minutes.
More drivers pitting now. Whoa. I hate that curb. Let's see, what do they do?
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
This is so strange. No one on intermediate tyres.
Okay, mate, we're seeing a lot of tyre wear at the moment. Please try and look after them.
Oh no, are we looking into an Austria? A repeat of Austria where we went way too early? The rain is just not falling as heavy as I thought. Oh well. I mean, it could still change. We're just gonna have to keep going at it. More drivers pitting now. It's called a Pinto this time. He's on, what, a medium tyre? This is so weird. We're just going to keep going. We have 9 laps to go. So, I'm trusting this one. I'm trusting this one. Because it should get worse as we keep going. So I'm trusting it. But yeah, this one is going to be difficult. It's not an easy one.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
They need to patch this for next year's game, for the 27 game. That whenever you go on the radio, then the engineer cannot tell you something. It's so annoying because he does it like half of the times.
At least another 10 minutes until this rain evens out. Stay alert out there. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Right, I'm afraid we didn't quite meet our targets there, but don't worry about it. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus on the rest of this race.
What's the tyre wear looking like? Now we're catching, it seems. Has it turned now? All of a sudden. The rear tyres are absolutely dying. Oh, get off the curb, will ya? Ridiculous, man. This curb. Yeah, the rear tyres are melting at this point. We're just gonna have to do our best. Hopefully, rain starts to fall a little heavier now, soon. We have about 8 laps to go. No, that's not right. 9 laps to go. Isn't it? Oh my days. We are catching the drivers in front, it seems. What about the tyres? They're still overheating.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 2.5 seconds.
Alright, let's see what we can do. I mean, it seems like we are the faster car on track at the moment. I'm not quite sure. But let's see. 1.3 seconds. The DRS is still yet to be disabled. Looks like they're struggling quite a bit. Oh yeah, intermediates are now much better, it seems. And we just need to keep them alive till the end of the race. And that could be tricky, especially with the rears. Ooh, what is happening, man? Still overheating.
Yellow flag.
Oh. Yellow flag. Wonder what's happened here. Oh, it's green again. Oh, Nico Hulkenberg is out of the race. Not opening the DRS through
Ollie's
that corner.
in the pits. Ollie in the pits now.
Oh, Ollie in the pits. Might we see
Green flag.
a last chance here at the end? Ollie onto the Inters. Let's go. Haas the first to blink, it seems. From the midfield, at least. And sorry, I did see there was a live chat. Not able to read it at the moment.
Okay, gap ahead. 5.6 seconds.
As I'm trying to keep this car pointing in the right direction at the moment. I'll read it afterwards. Whoa. Ollie is going aggressive as well. I like it.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Here we go. We can use loads more of the ERS. We were 5 laps early, but it was basically down to the fact that I smashed my front wing off on the rear of Colapinto, unfortunately. Are points still possible? It might be. Whoa, not if we keep driving like that. Let's see if we can catch these guys in front. The longer they wait till pitting, the better it is for us. Because I do think things have turned around. It is Inters right now. The Inters are significantly better. Our Inters are just so worn from being on them way too early. But we're catching up big time. Up next is Bortoletto for 14th. Let's see, I'm surprised no one has boxed yet.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
I am aware, Mark. Don't worry.
Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds a lap. Really good stuff.
Thank you. Oh, we pass him on the grass there. Didn't leave much space, did he? The Brazilian. Oh, Gabby, stop. Stop, Gabby. No. He's almost as crazy as me. Trying to keep it stuck in there. Alright.
Just a reminder, mate, temperatures are vital for tyre wear, so try to keep them green, please.
Yeah, that ship has sailed, I'm afraid. Alright, we're catching up to the next car already, which is Pierre Gasly. See if we can... What is it? It's like 4 more cars and then we are in the points. I don't think it's quite going to be possible. Ooh. Gonna get the drive here on Gasly. Get dunked on. Ooh.
And gap to the car in front, 2.7 seconds.
Thank you. The 2 Aston Martins up next. Oh, the gap to Stroll is very big. I think it's too big even. What do we have? We have 4 laps to go. Tyres are slowly dying a slow death. Oh, let's not look at that. That looked very scary. Let's not look at that. It doesn't exist if we don't look at it. We're catching Alonso now. We might have a chance on him on the next lap. Whoa! If we don't spin before that. Oh, he boxes. And so does Stroll. No way.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
No way. With 3 laps to go, the Aston Martin crew elects to pit both of their drivers. No freaking way. Ollie might actually be on for points here. He's 10 seconds behind us, but are the others gonna pit now as well? That is the question. We have 12 seconds to Antonelli. I think they might be thinking about pitting. I don't know what the delta for a pit stop here at Zandvoort is. But I am ready to help my teammate if necessary.
Caution, caution.
Oh, there's a caution.
Okay, be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track.
Oh no, it's
overtaking through the
Antonelli.
yellow flags.
No way! Antonelli has gone long and he has put himself in the gravel and we are now into the points paying positions
Okay,
once
clear.
again. No way! absolute... What do the kids say these days? Absolute poggers? Is that something they say? I'm not sure. Well, here we go, P8 at the moment.
Don't forget, you've got more control than ever over your EOS mode, so play around with them in your MFD.
I think this is going to be difficult to keep this position, but it's only for 2 laps. The rain started falling heavier towards the end here. Our tyres are screaming. I hope they can just keep going for at least these last couple of laps. Hopefully we cool them down now.
Okay, a few drivers are fitting full wet tyres. We might need to change soon.
Oh. Full wets? Nah. We stick with the Inters.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 4.4 seconds.
We're not catching Russell ahead of us. That is not happening. Not happening, I tell you. Now this I'm a little bit scared of going full throttle, so I won't do that.
The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track yet.
And Hamilton into the pits, he fits a full wet tyre. Ooh. No, Ollie, what are you doing?
Ollie's coming in for his stop.
No! Oh, he was on course for his first point. Now he's going to throw it all away. Idiots. What are they doing? They pulled him in at the right time. And now they're just going to throw it away. Oh my days. This is a drift
Okay, we need to push
session.
now. Use the overtake button for more power.
I'm not using the overtake button now, Mark. That is signing a suicide fate. If we hold off Norris, or Piastri, sorry, we hold him off. If he gets through, it's okay. It's more than okay. Oh my days, if we actually pull this off again, we've fluked another points paying position. If this goes through. We have 1 lap to go after this one, after we cross the line. The fact that we even made it this far is insane.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Here comes
okay,
Piastri.
so we're leading our teammate by 30.4 seconds.
I don't know why they pit him. That is the wrong call, man. This late in the race, he should just have stayed on the intermediates. He would have gotten a point. Lando Norris has already finished the race. Oh my.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 9.3 seconds.
I am on high alert at the moment. Just tiptoeing this car. Absolute wreckage of a car. These tires. Let's actually see what type of tire wear we're looking at. Oh my days. We're in puncture territory on the front or the rear left. Actually. Oh my goodness. I just needed to hold on for 2 more corners after this one. And then we're good. Albon has now closed up to the back of us as well. I'm taking no risks. Not going full throttle until now. Here we go. What a Grand Prix. We come home to finish 7th.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Oh my days. What a race. Yuki Tsunoda gets driver of the day. Oh.
Out of the last corner. corner for the last time. Lando Norris is victorious.
What a race. And
Fantastic job out there.
Thank
and we
you
know
for
that
the
this
support in
keeps
the
them
live chat.
in the title battle. And
I
although
don't
the
even
teams
know
care more about the
the
constructors,
name. I don't
we
know
care
how
more
to
about
say
the
it,
drivers.
but
So an
I
incredible
mean,
job out
cheers
there
for the
today.
support. Thank you very much. But yeah, Lando Norris wins here in Zandvoort.
So much to talk
Quite
about.
surprising.
We will continue to do so. But first, it is time for the podium. And
What a
Lando
surprise.
Norris holds the trophy aloft.
Wow, Tsunoda beat Verstappen on home turf. On Verstappen's home turf. Beaten by Tsunoda. Wow. Tsunoda is on a streak right now. He's gotten 3 second place finishes in a row now. He is on fire. Where was this form? At the beginning of the season. Oh, thank you, Naveen. Let me know if I'm saying it incorrectly. I'm usually not very
After
good
an
with
event
names.
like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
So Lando Norris wins the Dutch Grand Prix ahead of Tsunoda and Verstappen. Then it's Leclerc. Sainz with a good finish. Once again finishes 5th. And he actually dropped a position from his starting spot. And then it's George Russell ahead of ourselves. Oscar Piastri, Albon with a good race. And then Lewis Hamilton getting a singular point after starting P2. He made 4 pit stops in this race. And honestly, I think if Ollie had just stayed on those intermediate tyres, I think he might actually have finished P10 in this one. Because he was ahead of Stroll. And Stroll finished only 5 seconds behind Hamilton. I think Ollie made a mistake. I think he shouldn't have boxed. That was crazy. Antonelli after... Wow. He's had a tumultuous race as well. Crazy. What a crazy race. I did not think we were going to get points. And there we go. Top 10 finishes. Whew. We get an extra few rewards. Tsunoda is beating us in the rivalry that we have with him. Behind rival. Well, I would expect him to be ahead of me. But here we go. We get... Oh, wow. Holy moly. Focus is going to get a boost as well. There we go. And we are comfortably beating our teammate. No questions asked there. And there we go. What an up and down race. From spinning on the opening couple of laps and somehow not getting collected by pretty much the entire grid, to knocking off our front wing. If we hadn't knocked off the front wing, we would have been so good, because we could have taken those tyres a little bit longer and we could have pit onto the intermediates later on. It was only because I was forced into boxing because of the front wing. Oh my days. We get a few upgrades heading to Monza. That is looking lovely. We do lose a position in the Drivers' Championship, unfortunately, to Yuki Tsunoda. But in reality, he should probably be ahead of us. And someone else who probably also should be ahead of us is Andrea Kimi Antonelli. But he is... I don't know what he's doing. But he's currently behind Carlos Sainz, who had a very good race. So he gains a bunch of points on the Italian. In the Constructors, we are also comfortably sitting in P5. No threat behind. And we're not really threatening Mercedes ahead of us. But... we joined the 100 points club, so that is something at least. And look at this, we are on a good string of form. We are now on a 4-race point scoring streak. Hopefully we can keep it going. And before that, I mean, we had 3 races where we scored some decent points, and then Austria wasn't really that good. And now we're back to points scoring ways, but it is up and down, and we we really do have to work for these points. So, but hey, I love it. I love it. It absolutely does something to spice things up. I like it. I absolutely do. But yeah, speaking of going ahead, I mean, coming up next we have the Italian Grand Prix, the last Grand Prix in Europe before we head to Azerbaijan. Some would say that Azerbaijan is in Europe. Probably not. I'm not sure. But definitely a good race, a good track. And then my favorite, not only street track, but also favorite Asian track coming up in Singapore. And then we have what I think is technically the closest to a home Grand Prix for Haas at COTA. And then obviously Mexico, Brazil, Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi to round off the season. So we are on the home stretch right now. Round 16 of 24 coming up in the next live stream, next episode, as they say. So make sure that you are both subscribed and that you have notifications turned on. That way you're not going to miss whenever I go live. It probably, just as a disclaimer, probably won't be tomorrow. I can't guarantee it. One thing for sure, it won't be on Sunday. So if it isn't tomorrow, the next time we go live is going to be on Monday. And yeah, in case we don't see each other before that, I hope all of you enjoyed, both those who watched it live, but also those who decided to watch it afterwards. I appreciate all of the support. And once again, speaking of support, if you want to support me, make sure that you are subscribed and that you also give the live stream a like, because it really does mean a lot to me. But yeah, I think we are going to leave it there, and I'm going to say, well, it's around, what? It's almost 10 when I'm recording this, so yeah, I guess I just want to wish everyone who are watching both live and post, thank you for the support. Wish you all a good day, and until we see each other again, have a blessed day, and goodbye.